Greetings, fellow armchair warriors. Tom here, playing Japan in Hearts of Iron 3 using the Black Eyes modification 11.34. We are barreling towards the end of the year and heading into the happy times of 1941. We are hoping to to get Tibet knocked out fairly soon here. We've actually won a conflict in Nagpur right now, and we're shifting some forces into there, so that way we can perform a two-province attack on their capital, Lhasa. Previously, I was just doing a straight across the border here type of attack, and that was not going well at all. Not to mention wintertime and all that. We were not seeing any kind of good results from that. We've got 5 infantry units that I'm sending up here as well, just to help provide some stiffened attack support. Um, and it looks like we do have some ROC units kind of moving around a little bit here. Oh, they took over. Yeah, Tibet took over this province here, it looks like. And that's why ROC is moving in, because they're like, no, we don't want that. We're also in the process of removing forces. Yeah, we got those. I got the transport units. Probably going to sit there and wait for all that infantry to come back when it's time. We're pulling everybody out of China at this point, just behind the garrison units and militia and things like that. There's a lot of movement there. Probably good 80% of our forces that were in China are now back here in the mainland. You can see we've got about 86, 7 dozen units sitting right there. A lot of stuff going on, and we're going to get ready for 1941. Bank for National Settlements. Good thing I checked this out here. We want to go ahead and sell some supplies for some money. Thank you. They also gives us an IC boost, which is nice. We don't want to declare war on Xinjiang just yet till we complete the conquering of Tibet. Siam, we're not going to get that till next year, till we get as you can see, the Pearl Harbor decision has to be generated before, or war with UK, which that's not going to happen, not for a while yet. In fact, the plan is Pearl Harbor. Obviously, then we're in full conflict with the United States. That'll set off the Siam event there, which I'll go ahead and gratefully accept. We'll invade in Guam and Wake Islands, Philippines. Start that in the first attack wave. We'll also start, once we get Siam, we'll start shifting a lot of troops, probably a good 75 divisions into Siam, roughly. I'm thinking at least that much, because I'll need at least, yeah, I'll need at least 15 divisions to head south through Malaya down to Singapore, and then the rest I'll need to get ready to push through Burma and then Nepal, India, all around here. The rest of the troops that I've got, I'll probably needing about 15 to 20 divisions to attack in the Philippines, complete that, and then when we're at full war with the UK, which I'll let them call that. That'll be their decision when they go to war. They'll let the AI declare war on me. We'll use the remainder of our infantry units that aren't engaged in Burma, Malaya, Philippines. We'll use them in the Dutch East Indies and Java and all around here, and start knocking down on the main oil-rich area here in Southeast Asia. That's all future stuff. For right now, we're focusing on getting Tibet taken care of. Part one of two, this two-part operation has been somewhat completed. We're waiting to actually move into this province here. That's not till January 10th. Yeah, because all the mountains we got here, it's difficult to get in there. How quickly will he get there? December 28th, actually. Oh yeah, let's let him begin to move in there. Same thing, 29th. That's good enough, I suppose. So we got a few units that are moving in here, moving this way. We got some reinforcements. A good 10 battalions moving in. All militia, though, for the most part. 3 infantry. I mean, that's standard for China, in all honesty. What else do we want to take a look? Production-wise, we need some reinforcement loving here. Supplies need to be up, yeah, right about there. We can Pump it right close to 37. That's good enough. We're at 325 IC. Once 1941 hits in a week and a half, that's probably going to jump up close to 400 IC, which would be nice, but we're still well short of the target that we have set. And in 1941, I'm actually going to put two more carrier groups in here, one fleet, one light carrier group, along with the start of building of the mountain troops that I want. Probably want a good 15 to 20 mountaineer divisions. I'm going to want some more naval. Well, I'm not even started on them yet, but I'm going to want some more naval bomber units. These are only. I've got 2 wings currently. These are 3 more wings, and I probably want at least an additional 3 more wings on top of that. So I've got enough coverage for all of the Pacific and Indian Ocean areas. Once we get closer into that in 1942, I got to start doing that. Start the builds next year, so I get ready for 1942-43. Also bought some more heavy capital ships, about a half dozen heavy carriers, another say 3 battle cruisers. I don't think I can keep. I've got battleships on build here, but they're not going to be ready until late 1942. This I know says September 46, but quite honestly, once a few more things get built up here, which we will see in January, then the Awari is going to be seeing enough IC to keep its construction going. Battle cruisers I can build a little bit quicker than battleships. I'll need those heavy ships to replace any losses that we sustain. So I got a lot of builds that need to be completed. Twin engine fighters I want to get involved here too, because I want to attach twin engine fighters to my bomber groups to help them out throughout the Chinese War. I saw where my everything from my close air assault or close assault, I should say, the CAS, to everything to the light and medium bombers. We're just getting wrecked. So want to throw in. I don't have it learned just yet, but I want to throw in twin engine fighters in those type of groups to give them a little bit of staying power. Speaking of all that kind of stuff, we've almost got just under 100 projects that we're trying to research, that we need to research, I should say, and we've got 71 that we actually put some umph to. This 4-engine transport will be done next month, and once it is, then we'll find out how long it takes for the 4-engine transports to be built and how many we need, because we got 2 paratroops that each are 56, weigh 56. We also have these 2 airborne engineer regiments after I spent weeks, if not a month, building the armored version of the engineers mistakenly. We got a bunch of stuff coming out in 1941. It's gonna be a fun time. I always love this time. Is Japan, where it's like a lot of there's so much stuff I want to build. I don't have enough IC to do it ever. And same with research. I just have a lot of stuff I want to research. Never have enough leadership to handle it. But it's fun to try to finagle all this together here. We made some changes in our government. We had a shakeup in our leadership last month, where this group here, the Tasei Yoku Sankai. Man, I don't know what that means, what it says. Nonetheless, all the leaders got changed to all these black dots here. But I changed out quite a few of them to some different types of leaders that were more impactful for what I need. They got rid of Haraga briefly and put in some science specialist. Yeah, this guy here, this guy, Kachiro, which, I mean, cool, the research efficiency, but you know what? I'm so far behind on all my naval tech. I really need this kind of tech to be bolstered. Even though the stuff he gives, I think we're starting to get a little bit ahead on. We don't really need it quite so much. It's like the capital, like everything here is what he's providing me. Cruisers, I want to say it's these things here. And carriers is probably actually it's not even giving me anything in the carrier group. I'll probably let him go. I mean, I hate to say it, but I'll probably let him go pretty soon here, next few months. I think I'll wait to the next round of stuff that he gives me, see where I'm at, and if it's far enough in advance, fine. I'm gonna move to my carrier specialist. I don't have a carrier specialist that's along that same political lines. It's just this guy, but I'll switch over to him because we are falling behind in our carrier tech, and I need him to give me some points and all this kind of stuff here. Another thing we want to take a look at too, Germany. I know we don't really have any. Yeah, I don't have any excess spies, so I don't know where where they are, what they're doing, anything like that. Let's raise our national unity up quite a bit too, and let's kick our counter espionage down a bit. We're doing okay in that. I've only seen a couple instances where the enemy has stolen plans from me. The Republic of China was one, and somebody else was another, and it was like, good luck with what you got there. I need to take a look and see what the heck they are doing here. Yeah, we need to get some spies sent up into here because we need to find out what they're building and where they're at in their builds. I would imagine by this point, at the end of 1940, if I had to guess, they've got at least 6 carriers by this point. I saw where the Enterprise and the Yorktown, I think it was the Yorktown, were built. So they start with 4 carriers to begin with. Most are over in the Atlantic section anyway. In fact, I think with the threat that Germany provides, the AI just tends to shift all their carrier groups out to the Atlantic. But I'm pretty sure they start with 4 and they build 2 pretty quickly enough. That's about as quickly as Japan could as well if they focused on just builds and not everything else. But by this point, I want to say they probably have gotten maybe 1 or 2 other carriers built. I would not be surprised if they have 10 carriers at this point, and maybe a dozen, even dozen by the time December 7th hits. Thing is, I'll have 28 carriers by the time December 7th hits, fully finished, ready and fully staffed, out in the water. I'll have even more. At least 1941 next year, I'm going to put 5 more carriers in my queue, and then 42, I'm going to put about 6 more fleet carriers into, or 4 more fleet carriers into the queue at that point. So those would be all reinforcements. So at least we'll have some numbers in that regards on them, but I would love to know where they stand right now so I can feel better. Let's go ahead and move on into this territory here. We're not going to export chromite. We're going to hold on to it. Tungsten, yes, because we got so much tungsten. It's not even funny. Cruiser air search, I think that just falls off, yeah, because we are we need some higher level background tech before we're able to go press forward on that, right? Cruiser air search. I'm looking here to see if I can find it. I'm looking at carrier. That's why I couldn't find it. And that might be Thunder Nation. I think I'm clicking around wildly without even realizing or knowing where it's electronics. Thank you. God. Well, that's radar for cruisers. A cruiser air search. That's got to be here in the cruiser field. I'm not seeing it right off the top of my head here. But nonetheless, it dropped off. That's fine. Cruiser surface search. That also dropped off. Oh, there it is. Cruiser air search, cruiser surface search. And obviously, yeah, we need radar. So we're working on that in electronics section. That's why that stuff's falling off, because we don't have the prerequisites at this point. Drop that down a little bit. And we got nothing further in there. Battleship advance. That's good to see. That's the battleship class, right? Yeah. So we can keep with that research going because the next 1939 tech, we're a bit behind on that. We got a bunch of stuff popping in here that's all behind the times, which we're gonna have to let go here. Keep going. All right, good. We got some. This is gonna be a light. I think a light carrier, so let's throw that there. All right, that's another. We need the radar prerequisites first before we can continue onward. Help if I knew my geography a little bit. I'm going all over the place for areas where it's like, no, that's not where they are. So they're all going there. And I've got these 5 guys. I got to wait for these 5 guys to come in. Here. I mean, we could go ahead and attack there with some of my weakened troops and just see how that goes. We could go in with some of these guys and just move into there, and then we could have them come on down into here as well. We'll see how all that stuff goes. Destroyer class. That's tech-wise, we don't. It's 1942, and I think there's also some prerequisites that we need to get that we don't have just yet, but that's future tech. So, nonetheless, that's a good advance. Oh, there was a unit there. Wow, I thought it was open and empty. Outdated planes. We lost air organization, and that's what I was talking about in regards to the a few episodes ago, saying I need to make sure that I keep my small arms, some of my infantry techs and artillery techs up because you get a negative modifier. Let's see if I can't find it here to see what the specifics are that I need to research. I think it's in here. Propaganda. I didn't see this pop up, but yeah, you got Greater East Asia. We need to get. This is when I get the Philippines. This or Sphere 3, Step 3. I'll have the Philippines as a puppet, and that's when I'll get this. Step Phase 4, whatever. That will be Burma. When I puppet Burma, I will get that. Outdated planes. Here we are. So yeah, our prototypes are too low. The year is at least 1941. Our single engine and fighter bomber prototypes are lower than 3. I am working on that though. That's what I looked to say just to make sure that I was truly working on it. But it's these here. I need to get all these, and then I can get the prototypes worked on. We will get that resolved sooner than later. I think I have. No, that's a 5. Oh, I don't know. I don't want to. It's nice to see that light carrier pop in now. Yeah, that's that guy. So we can do that. Those aren't done till September. So that's here. And okay, so these are coming out. He was just, for whatever reason, he came out early. These 4, what's going to come out and create that light carrier group. All right. I do have a CAG here for that guy. We will throw it onto him. Library wants to sell us stuff. We don't want to buy anything. Okay, what do we get? What can we do here? Short-term investment for sure. We need that IC investment. Hopefully that gets us up to about 358, maybe. And economics buying for the IC efficiency. We can also, now that's 1941, we can also switch the industrial policy up. Oh, wait, not this one. Economic laws. We can switch up to the total economic mobilization. Real quick, we're going to wait. I'm going to let the day pass. We jumped from 341 to 359, pretty much as I expected there. I said 358, so close enough. We got some money we got to throw at our Navy. Yes, you can pause and read all this here. Basically, it's just saying the TLDR is this is okay at this point now. Where are we going to go? Um, Realistically speaking, historically speaking, Japan was still at war with China. They hadn't moved much between 1939, 1940, and 1941. There wasn't much ground made. In fact, Japan was seeing that they weren't making much successful moves to gain any resources in the past year at the very least. So the decision was, okay, do we go up north to go after Russia to take its resources, its lumber, and I don't even know what else they would have up there in all honesty, but all their stuff, or do we head south to go for all the good stuff they have down there? That's what this is basically saying. We'll actually have that choice pretty soon, and I can tell you, no spoilers. I'm following the Southern strategy. There's not going to be any change on that there. Um, so we are attacking here with those guys. That actually should be a win for us. Yeah, that will be. Prince of Wales launched. Money shortage happened. We really need to sell something else. We got a light carrier class. We need to get these things researched before we can get the next level of light carrier. The Yamato, you can pause and read that, but I can tell you right now, I am going to say yes to this because it'll build the Yamato, and then eventually its sister ship, which I forget its name right now. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and say, let's build it. And here's Haraga's designs. Awesome. I will take these points, say thank you very much. You've been a wonderful servant to the Empire and to the Emperor. And I think that's all we're doing here. We're going to now go to politics, and we're going to switch him out for Fukuda because of the aircraft carrier bonuses he gives. All the points he gave that I saw, it was just basically stuff that we already have a lot of points in as it is. It wasn't really providing me points in areas that I really kind of do need, like up here. Cruiser is probably the better example of it. Here in this section, it wasn't providing any points in here. It was just providing points in this area, which is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, the fact that we're up to level 7 engines and boilers, I mean, that doesn't really help us in the long run of things, but there's got to be some benefit. I mean, there are some benefits in all this type of stuff here. Faster ships, stronger, more armor, blah blah, all that kind of stuff. But I really need to switch over now to carriers. They need better tech. Um, we've got everybody moving that we can. How about him? Also support the attack. AP ammunition. I think we have to let that ride. Yes, because that will. Let's drop this down to 74 even. Okay. This helps out our capital ships, mainly, as you can see, battleship, battlecruiser, super heavy battleship, which, let's save the game real quick here. That's the Yamato for starters. Where are you, Yamato? Right here. So, super battleship. We're going to go ahead and rebase them up here. They're pretty, I mean, they've got a long range, pretty decent range. I think they're on par. Well, yeah, not quite as long as say my battleships. They've got battleships, battlecruisers got a little bit of a longer range. But anyway, Yamato, that's a good start. We'll add that to a fleet down the road when its sister's up the Musashi. I was trying to think of it. The Musashi. Once that becomes available, good times coming. So we got a payment, lost that little warning. That's all that was. There was no actual malice negative effects, so we're good there. So because we got the payment, we're favoring the IJN, of course, which will lower build time for both air and naval. Good to see. And here are all the light cruisers coming in for that fleet here, the light carrier fleet, and its brethren or sisters, whatever, will be coming very shortly. Okay, this is looking much better. There we go. We lost a lot of troops, but we kicked them out. The Chinese are moving in to say we're going to reclaim our territory. Thank you very much. Good God, are you guys still not here? Wow. I really don't want to attack on here yet until I've got those 5 guys in here. I keep saying 5 guys, and I keep thinking the burger place. I don't know if any of you guys have have that, but it's a good burger place. It's a little more expensive than say your McDonald's, Burger King, whatnot. All right, carrier medium anti. That's good. So we can see we move from stage 1 to stage 2, which also reminds me we're going to be switching off. It's around this time too. It's going to be very soon. We're going to lose stage 3 of our economic focus. It's going to drop down to stage 2. So we'll see what those changes are as well. But the upshot is here. Actually, the manpower modifier stays the same. I thought it actually got better, but no. Our naval build time goes up to 8.5. I thought it might be 7.5 or 10 at best. 8.5 is a good middle measure there. Naval organization gets improved, and naval base efficiency as well. We lose more metal and money, just a little bit more, and our build times for armor, land, air, those kind of take a bit of a dump. But again, we're going to we're going to move from stage 3 to stage 2. So where we have a 10%, it's going to be kind of a wash. You're going to see that these are going to drop down to, I think, 8.5, 7.5, something like that. So the air, armor, and land build times will effectively stay the same with these changes stages here. The naval build time is vastly improving. The national manpower modifier, I think, will improve a bit too, because I think this drops down to minus 10%. We'll lose IC. We're currently at 359. We're going to see what we go up to when I switch over my policy to go full economic strangulation. Which politics? Wrong one. I was clicking there. So instead of war economy, total economic mobilization. Losing a bit more money, not much more. Leadership can take a little bit of a dive, probably 3-4 points getting dropped off there. That'll kind of suck. But it is what it is. Descent's going to jump up, but not much. I don't think we're going to have to worry about that. Also, recruitment will also go up a bit too. Yep, we will do that. Okay. Just over 400, and that's going to drop down under 400 once we switch out of stage 3 of our economic policy there. Okay, nothing we need to do there. Let's wait a day here. I think the other light carrier's coming soon. Should be. Carrier heavy, that's 39. CAG focus, we can drop that off. That's 1941 tech, which that's good. Air defense, air attack, air detection. That's what CAGs do, kind of. Where is my light other? So the 17th. All right. I'll just wait to the 17th. Formation of that, and we got these 2 techs, dual purpose guns. Wow, we're so far behind. Yeah, we need that as well too. Formation of the 11th Air Fleet. This is just a flavor thing. That's all it really is. You can see what the specifics are. Actually, I'm not sure where this is put now that I think about it. Down a truck. Okay, that's right. So that's a flying boat, CAG, 2 naval bombers. Okay, so let's group these together and then peel them apart. We'll do this. Why are we not? Wait. There we go. I don't know why it wasn't letting me put the 2 carrier groups together. So the carriers, CAGs, I'm just going to bring up to here. They'll just be used as reinforcements. I don't need them down here. This I'm actually just going to leave down here, period. And they're going to be. I actually need another naval bomber. Let me build it. Let me throw another naval bomber here into the queue. They take forever to build. Yeah, summer when I see my first wing. But the good news is, truck I don't need to worry so much about until early spring, very late winter. Oh, this guy can get attached to the South Pacific HQ. He's fine, whatever's. That CAG wing. Oh, I can't pull them off. Actually, I guess once I assign them to the to a carrier, that's when they'll change what leader they're assigned to. But anyway, I think this will throw a 60% hit because these are freebie units, but it shouldn't last long, a few days maybe. But at least this will provide me some coverage in this area here. 425, that's a lot of, well, that's not too far out, but that's enough range here and there. Actually, we can just do like this, and you can see exactly where it can go. Why might play, whatever's. It at least covers truck and this area, which that's fine. That's what I want. Yep, 60% spawn unit. That shouldn't last long. It's only for those few planes and that leader unit. That's all. And the last of the light carriers, which now I need to pull out this guy here. Rebase to carrier. Okay, so this group. Right, why do they only have one? Do I have the wrong one? No, I have the right one. Did I not put, I must not have. There we go. Now, they'll be definitely ready in time for what they need to deal with. This does, so currently I have 6, well, I actually have 5. 5 carrier groups staffed and ready to go. I have 2 more, number 6 and 7, that'll be ready this summer when they come out. And then I've got 2 others that are being worked on at this point. This one and this one here. I'm short a light cruiser. Oh, that's why. These are the cruisers being built for that carrier group. Okay. And these are the cruisers being built for that carrier group. Okay. I'm making this far more difficult than it needs to be. These four, oh no, not that. These 5 are just extras, right? Nope, those 5 are for these 2 guys right here. Okay. These are my extras. And I need yet more. I need more. Which reminds me, I got to put some stuff into the queue. I honestly, though, I don't have enough IC to run through that. I'll wait to the 60% wears off here. We're bringing in $7. That's good. All right, so that's all good. That's probably a waste of my use of my forces here, but that's fine. Oh, they're almost there, almost there. And boom, just like I said, economic focus. So, let's look at these real quick here. Carrier vertical protection. Yep, we still need to keep going with those. Okay, now, so you can match them up and you can see. So it's a wash. Air armor and land build times are going from 10% to negative 7.5, where the negative modifier went worse for the naval focus. So those build times washed out. The naval build times got better, which they also got better in the naval focus as well. So my naval build times are even better than before. Still, we're just talking like, knocking off a few days here or there, just nothing terribly great. So we can close those out. Manpower modifier, as I thought, dropped the malice dropped by 5%, so we're gaining 64. Okay. Actually, that might go up a bit. Yes, no, or is it immediately? Yeah, it immediately applies. I thought we're at 70 something, but maybe that was for something else I was looking at. Our IC dropped a bit. We're gonna be 390 maybe, just under 400. That I think that's not a bad number to be at. Supplies, money, that kind of drops a bit, but that is what that is. Carrier damage control, got to keep that going. There's a lot of tech I've got coming in that's just not going to go away. All right. Let's send the armor unit out there to handle it. You know what? Let's spread you guys out. I don't need you all up in this area. Just, let's take out that unit. There we go. Carrier shape, hull shape, artillery brigades. We're going to cancel that for now. That might come to bite me in the butt, but I really can't afford the research right now. I'm doing okay as it is. It truly is a 3-year because the outdated planes thing was saying since I didn't have the single engine fighter and the other thing that I was taking a negative modifier organization hit. You can see it's 1938 tech. That happened as soon as it turned 1941. So, we actually have like 22 days remaining on our IC. Oof. Oof. It's not as good as I was thinking. I thought it was just a few days. Did I have anybody else pop in that I'm not aware of? I mean, the 12th and 13th have already been here for a while. I don't quite get it, but alrighty. SNLF, SNLF, SNLF. Have a bunch of Marines that I need to pull out of here. So that's just all regular units. Have them march up, and then have the Marines march down. Let's see where our shipping is. I don't see any ships here. There we are. All these guys will get picked up, and we'll simply rebase there. I don't think we need that transport out there anymore. That's the only transport ship I have there. Okay, cool. Alrighty. And I got the one there because we got those. Basically, it's sitting there waiting for these units to get finished up. I may need 2 transport ships there because I've got all those units plus all that cav up there. Actually, you know what? I don't even need the transport unit here. All those guys up here are going to have to go up into Xinjiang and assist in attacking there. So we'll go ahead and rebase them back here. Yeah. Alrighty, readies. Tech. January 25th. Alrighty, we're approaching the end of the episode here. I'll try to get a little bit more. I might make this a little bit of a longer episode. Might run another 15 more minutes at this point here, because I want to get that the heavy transports learned, so I can then put them into my queue and just see how badly it hurts me. Landing craft I'll be having pretty soon. Okay, cool. Got a lot of stuff coming. Actually, do we have anything else in January? We got some destroyers in February and March. April got a bunch of CAGs. March got my next set of carriers. June, August, the next set after that. February, whole entire carrier fleet will be coming online. April, May, another carrier fleet will be coming online. This summer, my heavy cruisers are coming online. Ton of stuff coming. Like I said, 1941. Great time. All right, we learned our 4-engine transport. Do I want to? So that increases the range by 60. I can get that learned by June 5th. Let's leave that for right now. Let's go into production. Air wing, heavy transport plane. 405 days. It takes 4 times as long to build them as it does transport planes. So that's a huge womp womp at this point here. I mean, you can see they carry 25, and their range. Actually, the range really isn't much better than a transport plane. I thought it was phenomenally more. I mean, granted, their research, I can get it up with that. I can get up to 735. But if we do this, I get their range. The regular transport planes, I can get up to 410. Okay, so that was a bad plan. I already have an existing transport plane. I still don't know how heavy these guys are going to be. So it's going to take 400 days from here, which basically is a full month. It's going to be beginning of March of 1942 before the heavy transport planes would be built, not ready, but built. And they would still need to put in some time in getting their I need to get my upgrades up done here. We need to get this up, say 40. That's going to hurt my builds too. We still need time for their organization to get built up. That takes about a week or two thereabouts. So again, I'm freaking out because Palambang, I really need to capture this province here because of that strategic resource. I'm pretty sure the event that destroys the refinery is this one here, that destroys the petroleum refinery here, which is something I really, 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 really need. I don't think there's really not another petroleum refinery anywhere else, is there? Yeah. I mean, in my area, I should say. I mean, I think there's other petroleum refineries, but like maybe Romania, even Russia, maybe. I would have thought down here. Yeah, Baki. I knew there was a European petroleum refinery of some sort. Anyway, I need that, so I need to utilize my paratroops to take that. Okay, so that changes things a little bit. Not the end all of everything. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to stop researching the 4-engine transport. We're going to research the 2-engine transport plane. Pop that to the top. It'll be done by May 19th. And again, the main reason is it increases my range by 60 kilometers. So if it gets done by May 19th, and transport planes itself take 100 days. No, 180 days. I'm misreading that. So that's 6 months. Once I research that on May 19th, it would be June, July, August, September, October, November 19th. And let's say I start building the transport plane. It'd be November 19th, roughly. It'd be actually a couple days sooner, probably like the 17th, before any transports before any planes I build come up. So what I'm thinking is wait till this is researched, build the transport planes then, so that way they have the latest tech, and they'll be ready a month before I go to war with America, which that's fine. I don't need them for that. I need them for Palambang here, which the sequence of events, I know I'd said I'm running beyond my normal 40-minute. This may actually be a full hour. Saying all this out loud, thinking through my head here, the normal set of events is I'm attacking America for the period of December and January. On December 7th, once I've declared war on America, we can say, give me Siam to Siam. Once we get it, which hopefully will be just an easy breezy walkthrough, we then put all our units in here. And then I think it's around January. I've seen as early as January. I've seen as late as March before the UK declares war on Japan. I'm going to let the AI declare war on me. I'm not going to declare on them, unless I get to a point where I have all my troops set up, and I've got my. I think I was going to be putting. So Palambang, where are you again? Where did I decide? Oh, that's the wrong one. There you go, Palambang. We're going to. Let's see. Actually, this is the only air base that we have. That's 774. So we would need to capture. We need to capture this one for sure with our existing technology for our transport planes, or this one with the advanced technology, which I think I can do in a matter of like a few days. Yeah, I was hoping that like heavy transport planes had longer range, had like 800-kilometer range or something like that. 774. Even if I were to go ahead and research the see heavy transport 675. They have 675 range. That's 100 kilometers away. Even if I were to research that tech, the 4-engine tech, that's only 60 kilometers it gives me. Um, that would be done in May as well. Which, no, and the heavy transports take too long anyway. They won't be ready until March if I start building them now. So I have to go. I have to go transport planes. Okay. The question is, how many do I build at this point too? Since transport planes can only carry 10, they have a carrying capacity of 10, and both of my paratroop units are 56. That's at least 6 that I have to have, so I have to build 5. I'm also building these guys. I won't know. I won't know until April, but that's okay because we're researching this tech in May. So we'll have these guys built. I'll attach them to the paratroop units. I'll know how much my paratroop units weigh at that point. And then we can go from there. We can then build two things we need, or one thing I need to do here. This is what I was waiting for. This airdroppable units. Elite Light Infantry Battalion, not Specialized Light Infantry Battalion. So I think that is an issue now. Well, no, it's not an issue. It's not. So this is what can get airdropped. Headquarters, no matter what type, paratroopers, commandos, any airborne specific units, which we're building the airborne engineers right now. I don't have airborne mix support. That's a different tech, which I think is. I don't have. Yeah, I don't even have paratrooper. Because I don't have infantry guns and infantry anti-tank ones. I don't even have paratroopers activation yet. We're still waiting on getting these before I can get that done. Yeah, those need to get researched before I can then get paratrooper activation, which I believe. I believe that does that set stuff up, or maybe it's the air landing infantry and equipment. Oh, I don't know. I know there's some to be able to build the air landing infantry that requires paratrooper activation. Period. But I was thinking the airborne mix support. I think that's something else, like either the air landing. Well, air landing infantry. That's for air landing infantry. Period. Maybe it's airborne warfare research gets me that. The airborne mix support, because I can't build that now. I can only get mix support. Period. We can put in motorcycle recon. Do I have that capability? We do. We have motorcycle recon. That could beef them up a bit, a little bit here. Elite Light Infantry Battalion. That's not. I don't think that's specialized light infantry. I think Elite Light Infantry Battalion is something else. And on top of that, I'm pretty sure it's a lower strength. This is like, 12,000. It is a battalion, but I think the Elite Light Infantry Battalion is like half strength. It's like 6,000. I don't have that at all, do I? No. Yeah, because there's Infantry Battalion. They're 4K. I'm pretty sure Elite Light Infantry Battalion is around probably 4K as well, maybe even 3K. Might be really, really light. That's a bit distressing. Manchuria Army. Boop. This is Manjang Army. And my third puppet, this is ROC Army. I think that's it. Yeah, just have those three. I wonder something. If I take a... Okay, so obviously we can't be picked up at all. Let me peel him off. He's 40 alone. Okay. Something I was going to try to see is maybe, maybe it is specialized light infantry that can drop. I don't think so, though. So if I were to take him out and put in the motorcycle recon instead, they would be a fairly weak unit alone. They'd be 51. What was 200 for the motorcycle? Oh, 800. So 5,900 men strong. Really wish I had like the airborne mech support at the very least. But that's the thing, is I don't know. I really don't know. I think maybe the specialized infantry can be airdropped. I'm trying to remember from playing. I'd never done this with my Japanese campaigns before, where I've put the specialized light infantry in with my paratroopers and use them that way. And I'm trying to remember my German campaigns, or for that matter, well, with the American campaigns, I just strictly used airborne. Period. Straight down the board, everything was airborne or air landing. Same with the UK. Same with Russia. Germany, though, I used everything was there airborne too. But I know at the very beginning of the game, you get a few airborne units, and you don't have any airborne stuff researched right away. I remember kind of staffing some extra stuff in them and being able to airdrop them. But I'm trying to remember if it was a specialized light infantry, because I think you could buy, even as Germany, you could buy these mercenaries, and I did. I was like, oh, I'll use them as airdrop. Let's take a chance. If it doesn't work, that's fine. That's fine. We're just gonna close because I might want to revisit that here momentarily, or down the road here. That all said, now at this point too, I'm gonna go ahead and put in a request for 2 motorcycle recon. It takes just 100 days, very low manpower, not a big deal, but I'll push them up here. That way, when these guys come out and these guys come out, boom, staff them all, see what their total weight is at that point. That way I will know, this is May 4th. That's May 19th. I will know before the 2-engine transport tech gets researched. I will know how much my total weight is, and then I'll know how many I will need to build. Because again, this is May 19th. It takes 180 days. It's 6 months roughly. So that would take us through till November 19th, roughly, if I start the build immediately after getting the tech. even November 20th, probably, I should say. They'll be ready. And again, I don't need them right then and there at that point because they're going to be used for Palambang. They'll take a few weeks to get their organization up, and then not to mention I'll have to get them transported out to Siam. Actually, I might even just wait till we go to war with the UK and take at least this province here. This one I think was close enough still, but just it could be potentially too far away. Another option. No, it'd take too long to build an airbase. So I think build an airbase, but um, oh hey look, there's a British unit there. I really like that kind of spying that we're able to do to kind of figure out what they've got. Oh, interesting. Anyway, Palambang. I don't have any territory anywhere, and this is too far away. It's 764. I couldn't even build an airbase there. Yeah, there's nowheres I can build an airbase. And just out of curiosity, um, yeah, let's just do here. Let's say +1. How long does it take to build an airbase? So 63, 68, 70 days is what it takes to build an airbase. 70 days. Will it be worth building an airbase? Once I get Siam, would it be worth, excuse me, it could be worth building a base here in, I don't know how to pronounce that, Narathiwat in Siam. Could be worth it. Because December 7th, I would get Siam. Assuming the event works that way and there's no other weird things that happen. I would get December 7th. 70 days later would be February 7th. February 17th, I would have an airbase built there. But here's the thing, potentially, I mean, that's like right in the middle of that. I've seen the UK declare war on me as early as January, so that would be too late. I probably would already have Kota Baru by that point then. Or the latest I've seen them declare is in March. So it gets built. It still takes like a week or two for it to get, to go through the red and before it's actually usable. So that would be the end, at least the end or February very beginning of March. Yeah, it's probably not worth it building an airbase there. All right, that's future stuff. We don't care right now. I mean, we do, but it's. So that was a bit distressing. I wasted some time. A leadership, a research point is what I wasted on that tech. Um, it may come to fruition at a later time. That's certainly possible. Yeah, we need to keep that going, that CAG. That may come to fruition at a later time. It's just not right now is it coming to fruition. Oh, good. Those guys are finally coming. No, we're not going to sell, but we'll sell you tungsten. Yeah, all that tech we're keeping because we'll need it. Pretty much, yeah, they're starting to arrive. Alrighty. Last 3 units there. 19%, so that's good. Tirpitz is launched. That's nice. I haven't seen any notifications, probably, knock on wood, I haven't seen notifications from Germany or Italy for that matter in any recent losses. So all in all, that's pretty good. Yeah, this is kind of sad. I really need to be building all this stuff here, but I also, with the fact that we're getting affected by the 60%, that kind of sucks. But also, I do need to have some IC going towards upgrades. We need upgrades done throughout this year. No, we're not going to take an IC efficiency hit. We've got plenty of materials. We're not buying anything right now. We don't need to worry about that. Artillery barrel. We will cancel that for right now. put it to high. That hits our money in a big way. Yeah, we're actually losing money now at this point. Machine gun focus, that's 42 tech, so we got to drop that off. So we can sell some more stuff here. UK, will you want to buy something from me? Nope. Maybe steel? Nope. Maybe fuel? Nope. New Zealand. Oops. No. We don't do lend-lease. We want to sell stuff. Wow. They're not short on fuel. I don't want to sell oil. We can sell steel. They don't want to buy either. Italy. Italy's got a ton of money. Which reminds me, I need to take a look and see kind of where they stand. Wow. I don't want to sell. We could sell rares, but no. That's odd that they need rares. If anything, I usually buy rares from them. I don't think we'll be able to sell. Denmark. I don't think we'll be able to sell anything to anybody at this point. Menjiang should be saying yes to me, but they aren't. That's weird. Okay, so nobody wants any of my energy. I already asked New Zealand, Greece. They got $2. Buy some of my steel? Nope. Metal, rather. I keep calling it steel. I know it's metal. Venezuela makes $100. Good God, just buy something from me, please. Maybe rares. Maybe that's why they have so much money, is that they're selling stuff, but they're not buying anything because they don't have the cargo ships or something. All right, no, that's nothing there is happening. Oh, this is so good to see. So I had a carrier group get finished here. We're actually just gonna plop them into here because I honestly don't know where any of this stuff is going right now. We can arrange it here momentarily. And did that. No. Alrighty, let's rebase. And we want these two to go to rebase to carriers. All right, so we got a group of 5 here. That's what I didn't know which group was going to what type of deal here. We could do it like that. That's fine. Call this the 6th keto tie. You know what? I gotta rename these. This is like really bothering me. First, second, third. This is the 4th keto tie. This is the 5th keto tie. This is the 6th keto tie. I know it's just a very minor thing, but it's just annoying me that they're not really named in a logical fashion. First, second, third, 4th, 5th, 6th. This could be the 7th keto tie here. Keto tie. And this will be the 8th keto tie. So one thing that tells me, of course, we have 8 carrier groups now. Granted, 2 of them are still being refurbished and won't be ready for a while, but we have 8 carrier groups. That was a lot of IC freed up because of those 2 carriers alone were like 30 IC or something like that. Yeah, we're way below 500 IC now. Those are getting wrapped up here in the summer. These will be getting wrapped up in spring and summer, and so this is going to be the 9th keto tie. Oh, I didn't capitalize the K. Come on, Tom. And then this will be the 10th keto tie coming out. 10 carrier groups will be ready before war with America. I feel very good about that, even though there's so much other stuff that's just not looking terribly great to me right now. There's so much stuff I wish I could be doing, so much stuff I feel like I need and want, and yada yada. But let me pop those to the top. But it is what it is. All right, and we got another destroyer, which I can add to this group here. I kind of at some point I'll need to divvy them out. That's 127 ships. This is going to make up a whole bunch of different heavy battle fleets. There's several battleship groups I'm putting together, several battle cruiser groups I'm putting together. I think the High will be added to one of these battle cruisers. So I'll have like the Congo and Haruna will be together, and then Kirishima and High will be together in their own group. The battleships, I'll probably do 2 groups because I've got 6 battleships there. I got a bunch of heavy cruisers here. I got a bunch of stuff that really needs to get upgraded too. I'm not a big fan of some of these outdated ships, but it is what it is. In past games, past campaigns I played, I've actually spent time in an IC and upgrading all these lower ranked ships. But I think in this campaign, since I don't have that much as much IC as in those others, I'm just gonna let it go. You know, we'll create replacements, advanced ships that way, and just use the older ships as they are. It's fine. But yeah, we got a bunch of heavy cruisers we're gonna have to utilize. Tons of destroyers too. That does remind me. Actually, let's go through. So the Hosho, yeah, you can see the Hosho rank 1, Zuho rank 4. It's, but okay, it is what it is there. Rank 5s. Not sure what they'll be when they're upgraded, but we'll find out. Those are rank 5s as well. Because those are name ships, that's what they come out as. I don't have any call on that. Level 4. Again, ranked named ships, so they're at level 1 there. This one's got to go there. Okay. And this one, I knew I wasn't paying attention. They're not assigned to the correct leader here. All right, we're all set there. Extremely long episode. I do apologize, but I appreciate you guys' patience through all this. I'm just looking at here. That looks nice. We now pretty much have our troops where I need them. It's just we're waiting. It's going to be 74 hours. So, yeah, it's going to be a little while before we can actually make attacks on the capital. But we'll make that happen pretty soon here. We will do that next episode. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you next episode. Leave your comments, likes, dislikes, hints, tips, tricks, whatever. And I will see you next episode. Goodbye.